Good morning. Another day, the same thesis. Hey, man, I'm not usually awake this early. I'm not usually awake at 8 a.m. But I'm so stressed lately that I always wake up before my alarm. And this night I had a dream that I met with my supervisor, but he had to go, and I still had so many questions. And before that, I dreamt that we were in Disney World, and I wanted to vlog, but my camera was broken. It just, it just wouldn't come out anymore, like those two do. Usually I have positive to neutral dreams, but my camera breaking is definitely negative. Anyway, let's continue working on my thesis. The cool thing is, I pretty much have my workflow automated. First thing I do is I cut off the blue light with Redshift. Then I start another console, search for a script which connects to the VPN that I need to enter my password. Then I open another console which connects me to the GPU server. There we are. That's the three things that I do in the morning. Then we will check something. And it is still the case that some guy, some process, blocks all of the memory. It has 16 gigabytes, and this is pretty much 16 gigabytes. All of the memory of all of the GPUs, so I can't use any of them. I mean, there are 8 nice GPUs there, Tesla P100, super nice things. They're not even used. They are not used. Those are a bit used by another process, but they're not used, and I want to use them, but I can't because all the memory is occupied. What the fuck? And that's the case since 3 days. 3 days that I can't work on that thing anymore. Like, I can't run simulations anymore. I mean, yeah, you should have done that earlier, and you should have your results like weeks before you finish your thesis and not have to rely on the server so close before the deadline. Yes, I know, but I had a plan, and I gave priority to writing. I mean, I could have implemented more and run more simulations early, that is true, but I did not expect that to happen, and even if I would have expected that to happen, I would have probably risked it, unless I knew it was happening, because writing is the harder part. Programming is easy. I mean, programming, it's also easier if your brain is on full capacity, but I can program with my brain on half capacity. I just Google what I want to do, and then I copy code, and then I put it in there, and then I test it, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I Google some more. That's basically how I program if my brain is dead. But, and yes, I did program a lot with a dead brain, so that I didn't even manage to have loops enclosed, and I had to write them out, and it was horrible. Anyway, the harder part is writing, because writing, if my brain is dead, no, it just doesn't work. I just can't write if I'm not concentrated. And so I gave priority to writing. Because I thought I still have tons to write, and so in the morning I always want to write, and then later I will do the programming and stuff. And that's why I had to, postpone the simulation parts. I mean, I only miss like 3 or 4 simulations, which is 3 to 4 times 4 hours of GPU time. And if I get 4 GPUs, then I can do it in 4 hours. But I don't get those 4 hours because that one guy just blocks all the memory. Yeah, well, okay. 3 more days until I have to hand it in online. 5 more days until I have to hand in the hard copy. 0 more days until I have to send it to the guy who proofreads it, so I'll send that today. But I still want to get some writing done before, because I'm missing the whole discussion section, I'm missing the whole conclusion, I'm missing parts of my results still, because I can't run it! Ah! And I'm missing the evaluation as well. It's horrible. It is, in fact, horrible. But I sacrificed too much to not finish at this deadline. Because the next deadline will be in fucking March. March! I mean, what do I do the next 3 months? Revise my thesis? Hell no, I can't see it anymore. I don't want to see it anymore. 3 more days, then it's over. Then I just thought I will never look at it again, ever. Yes, I reached that point where I almost hate it. Although it's really nice that I created something and I kind of like how it looks as well, and it's not written that badly. But the thing with the I can't run simulations, I can't have that ruin my thesis. And I won't. And I mean, even if I can't simulate anything anymore, I can still hand it in and then just say, yeah, well, it didn't work. But no, I can't do that. I can't say what I did and then not mention what it results in. That sucks. And I want to have that section in there because it's an essential part. Cleaning the dataset is an essential part of dataset creation. So yeah, I now have 1.5 hours to write, and then we gotta go to university and find that guy, because it's Friday. If I don't find him today, he will block the memory for the whole weekend, and I can't have that happen. So I hope that he's working on the university, and I hope that I will find him, and then I will talk to him. yeah, hopefully. This is just a mistake that he made, because I mean, it looks like a mistake. He's not using the GPUs, he's just claiming the memory. And that is just something that happens if your program needs a lot of memory and you don't specify that it shouldn't take all the GPUs. I mean, that was one of the first things that was told me when I got the introduction to the GPU cluster. Always just select one GPU, because if you don't do that, then you will block all of them for everyone. Yeah, that's what this guy is doing. I mean, I can still use the GPUs, I just can't allocate memory on them, and that's freaking useless if you have a data set of, 90 gigabytes. Then you just need memory. That's just, yeah. Right, okay, fine. Good. Stay positive. We will manage one way or the other. We will freaking manage this. Let's write something, meet my supervisor, figure out who that guy is. I have his username. And it should be fine. Alright, just had my meeting with my supervisor. Everything seems fine. He told me a few things for my thesis, some improvements to make, and then he just fucking killed that process that needs all the memory on the GPUs. He just fucking killed it. Because we didn't find out who it is. Nobody knows that username. So he just freaking, because he's rude, he just freaking killed it off. And I started my simulations, and I hope that the other process doesn't start before my simulations have the memory. So yeah, in fact, let's start a third one. Yeah, let's take all the GPUs we can get. Yeah. It's all mine, and I run my simulation. Yes, that's how I like it. And I'm waiting for 2 more. Those are actually the more important ones. But so far, nobody else has claimed the memory, so yeah, I hope that we can at least run those 2. Isn't it nice to run simulations? Now at least it feels good. Now it really feels good that I can run simulations. Before it always was, yeah, whatever, I have to run a simulation, it's work, whatever.
But now it's like, yes, I have memory. I really feel good about this now, even though I'm absolutely unproductive, doing nothing, watching the cranes operate. It feels good. It feels good. Next step, it's collecting training data. It's looking good, but usually after this step, it fails because this is when it puts it into memory. Look, this one is working on GPU 2. It puts it into memory. I will only have my peace if that is freaking training. Then I can focus on writing again. Before I'm like, yes, come on. It's just validation data. No, this can't be too hard. Yes, motherfucking yes. Yes, it's fucking training. I got a GPU again, yeah. The little successes. So, turns out I might indeed actually finish my thesis by Monday. Okay. But only if I continue writing, so let's do that. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at that. Somebody already claimed everything again. This time with 44, 404, 404. But on this CPU he didn't get much because I'm there. And on this CPU he also didn't get much because I'm there. But on the other CPUs he basically claimed everything he got. Now that I have the memory, at least those 3 simulations are running and they will be done in 3 hours, and then I can work with that, and then I'm gonna ask Roman again to kill this fucking process. Anyway, if I get those results from here today, then that's already very helpful, because with that I should already be able to work. I just hope that they run through. This is my space now.